Hi, lovelies. Have you ever heard the term hair fetish and wondered what it actually means? Hair fetish is actually an umbrella term, and underneath the umbrella, there's a whole spectrum of variety of fun things to do. At one end, it may be you prefer a blonde over a red hair or brunette. Further along, you could be somebody who enjoys having your hair brushed or washed or your head massaged. And at the more extremes, you have people who like having their head shaved, and then there's a whole bunch of people who love salon capes. Um, uh, but this is the one thing that kind of connects them all, is that it's about enjoyment and sensuality and pleasure. It's about something that makes you feel lovely and alive, and it's just wonderful. In part two, I'm going to talk about the word fetish and why you shouldn't be afraid of it. You should really come to the hair fetish introduction to hair fetish workshop that's going to be happening. Welcome to part two, because I want to talk about the word uh, fetish for a second. People hear and they freeze. They assume it means something extreme, something uncomfortable, maybe painful, um, or weird or odd. But in the way it's used in the context of hair, it simply means something that brings you pleasure, and it's about sensuality in various ways. It's something that you're drawn to. And hair fetish is one of the most accessible, safe, and enjoyable ways to connect with your partner. There's no pressure, no extremes, unless you want them. It can be as simple as asking your partner to brush your hair. These are really intimate moments, beautiful moments that you can have with somebody. And this is the joy of hair fetish. In part three, I'll take you inside what happens inside my introduction to hair fetish workshop and tell you what we kind of get up to. So, if anything that I've said in the previous videos has made you curious about hair fetish, then this is exactly why I created this workshop. Because honestly, I didn't plan it at all. People kept coming to me, asking me questions about hair fetish. They kept saying, you should teach this. So I did, and this is why I've created the workshop. And as it says, it's an introduction, so it's right at the beginning, and it's really fun. I have people who do come back and do the workshop multiple times because they enjoy it. It's really fun, and it's also introduces you to a very interesting and inclusive community. My introduction to hair fetish workshop is happening on Wednesday, the 17th of June at the Crafty and Fishponds. You can get the tickets through, if you go into my bio, or if you can't find it, then just DM me. It's a very safe, inclusive, it's interactive. It's also physically accessible for wheelchairs. And also, the Crafty Egg does some nice food. So, if you wanted to come before and have something to eat before the workshop, I would highly recommend it. Um, and, you'll leave with, more knowledge and confidence, and, something in your back pocket that you can enjoy with your partner. So, you can find the tickets, where to buy tickets, in my bio through Ticket Tailor. And there are limited tickets because I don't want a crowded place, and it is for 18 plus for obvious reasons. Um, and yeah, I can't wait to see you there. So, what exactly happens in my introduction to hair fetish workshop? Well, it's kind of in three parts. It's very interactive. I encourage people to ask questions and participate, and that's the best part for me. But the beginning of it is about me explaining about the importance of hair and how it's important to us individually. And there's a whole bunch of things that feed into that, from society, from music, all sorts of things. Talk about that, and then I will go into kind of more practical things of products and brushes and tools. I will talk about how to set up your space so you can have an enjoyable space to play, what's called hair play. I will talk a lot about communication so you can get the most out of it. Oops, sorry, something's beeping at me. And I also do demonstrations on simple, simple things like how to brush long hair, and various things that you can do to really kind of enjoy hair play to its fullest. And then at the end, if you want, you can try things out that you've learned. And every part of it, you only participate as much as you want. And I absolutely love doing the workshop. I do have many people who come back and, time and again, just because it is fun, and meeting people in this environment you always meet some great people. In part 4, I'm going to tell you how you can get yourself a spot on my workshop that's coming up.